Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years. We're dedicated to delivering quality auto parts, expert customer service, fast and free shipping, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. So visit us at 1aauto.com, your trusted source for quality auto parts.
Okay, so you don't have to remove the intake tube here to do your serpentine belt. It just makes it a lot easier to see, especially for the video, you can see what we're doing. So we're gonna start by loosening this tensioner, and then which tensions the dry belt. So before removing your belt, there's usually a belt path diagram under the hood somewhere. This truck doesn't have it, but you can also take note of it and draw your own on a piece of paper. So we're gonna take a 15mm socket and a breaker bar. We're gonna put it on the tensioner. We're gonna push it down to loosen it. You can pop the belt off. It's just gonna come right off. And you can slowly let the tensioner go back. That's about as far back as it's gonna go. Let's see if I can get it up over the hose here. Pull the breaker bar off. On this truck, it's got two bolts, a bolt here and a bolt here. They're 15mm. So we're gonna start by loosening this top one. I'm gonna move to the bottom one. Break this one free. Gonna remove it. Got the bottom one out. Keep working on the top one. There's your auto tensioner. All right, so here we have the old tensioner. See, it's pretty dirty from being in the car, a little corroded on the aluminum. But we can see this is the new pulley, auto tensioner pulley from 1aauto.com. It is virtually identical. It's spring loaded. It's a very strong spring. I can't move that with my hands. That's why you need that breaker bar to take it off. But the holes line up. Pulleys have the same amount of ribs on them. This should go in the car fine. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and reinstall this new auto tensioner for the serpentine belt. So I've got the bolts started in there. Just kind of reach down, let the bolts sort of guide you in. Get them started by hand. It is going into aluminum. You don't want to cross thread them. Get them to the point where you really can't turn them by hand anymore. Then you can grab your ratchet. There's a 15mm socket. We're going to snug these down because once I've got them snugged down, I'm going to go grab the torque wrench and we're going to set them to the proper torque. So now that these bolts are all the way in, we're going to take the torque wrench and torque them down to 37 foot-pounds. So that one's all set. And that one's all set. Okay, now we're going to install our serpentine dry belt. So lay it down like that. Gonna run it up around the idler pulley, over the alternator, down around the power steering. Goes up and over the water pump. It goes back, down around the crank pulley. Make sure it's sitting in all the pulleys as you go around them. See, it's sitting in all the pulleys. You can actually pull it tight a little bit. I'm going to take our breaker bar, slide breaker bar around the belt. Now I can push it down. Feed the belt over. Make sure it stays in the crank pulley. It can get a little tricky. going to walk it over the pulley tensioner. This pulley's new, so it's not as stretched out as the old one, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get on. But just before you release it, make sure it's around all the pulleys and seated in the grooves. Once you're sure it's like that, just gently release the tensioner. You can see that's nice and tensioned up. And it's looped around all the pulleys.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.